Multi-level marketing companies are pyramid schemes. There's someone at the top who brings someone in below them, who brings someone in below them, and it spreads out until there's this huge pyramid, right? Works the same way as cults. Cults do the exact same thing. You have the person at the top, they bring in some charismatic people underneath them who bring in all the people underneath them and build up the cult the same way. That's why we talk about multi-level marketing as commercial cults. Because the only difference between a pyramid scheme and a multi-level marketing company is that a multi-level marketing company has to sell a product or a service. That's the only difference. But what you find in most multi-level marketing companies is that once you scratch the surface, it isn't the product that's being sold. It's the ability to have a freedom and a lifestyle that they are selling. But think about it. Most of the things that are being sold by multi-level marketing companies are things you could buy online for less and probably get them to your house faster. So why would you buy it from someone who's part of these kind of organizations? Beyond selling products, the other important thing to know about MLMs is that the people who sell for them are independent contractors. They are not people who are part of the company. The structure is set up this way because then corporate has plausible deniability. If the salespeople say something that isn't true, like, I don't know, the essential oils cure cancer, and yes, people have done this, then the corporation says, oh, we didn't do that. That was an independent contractor. Also within this structure, all the marketing costs fall onto the independent contractor. So all of these people who are out here making Instagram posts and Facebook Lives and all that kind of stuff, that's all on them. And in all of this, no one's making money except for the people at the top of the organization. Let me say that again. Most people, 90% plus, do not make money in multi-level marketing. The companies are required to provide income disclosure statements. And they do, and most of them are on their website. You just have to dig in the depths of their website in order to be able to find them. Just as an example, I looked at Forever, which used to be called Forever Living, and they said 89.9% of people don't make an income, or more specifically, don't make meaningful compensation. When I looked at Monat, the average annual income was $888. That's less than $100 a month. And that doesn't take into account how much money the independent contractor is spending on marketing. There are 3 major Federal Trade Commission cases that were brought against multi-level marketing companies. Those are Holiday Magic, Costco, and Amway. The Federal Trade Commission won those first 2 cases pretty handily, and they used the same strategy against Amway, but the judge ruled against them in the Amway case. Now, there's no way to know for sure exactly what went on, but what we do know is this. Amway, which stands for, or is short for, the American Way, was started in Michigan. This case was brought shortly after Watergate had happened, and Gerald Ford was now in the White House. Gerald Ford had been a representative for the state of Michigan in the area where Amway was created. We know that the founders of Amway had a 43-minute private meeting in the White House, and that Gerald Ford was aware of the issues that Amway was having with the FTC. Most people believe if that Amway case had been lost and the FTC had won, that MLMs would not exist today.